What's going on? What's going on? I gotta come correct tonight for my boy. Gotta introduce the best fucking co-host on the planet, my man, Rockin' fucking Robbie.
Station. Thank you so much, my brother.
I got you, bro.
Or should I say, buongiorno.
We also got special guest. We twisted his brains a little bit on this one, man, so he might not be the normal Jay Strick. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my man? Excited to be here. This was my first taste of Italian horror, and I gotta say, it was magnificento.
Oh, yeah?
Is that Italian for phenomenal?
It's Italian for phenomenal.
There you go. There you go. I thought that you. So these are the first Italian films. You didn't see Zombie already? I thought they showed.
I haven't seen Zombie. No.
I keep trying to let him borrow my copy, but he's like, "Oh, it's on Shudder."
It is on Shudder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie got that nice Blu-ray though.
Us horror fans are on Shudder. Just.
Yeah. I try to get Robbie the free promotion.
Yeah, I got it. I just haven't. I don't want to use it until I'm ready to watch something.
Exactly. Right? I hear you. Why waste it?
Exactly. If I would have used it when you gave it to me, I would have wasted 2 weeks.
Right. No, well, I think you'll get 2 months, bro. Because Jay Strick got 2.
You're like 3, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, the thing you sent me says 1 month free.
Yeah.
But it's okay. He told me that when he tried to cancel, they offered him another month.
Oh, well, because I think they. God damn. You never fucking done it before, so.
Cujo, I didn't know we were reviewing Cujo tonight.
He's gotta make a appearance every time. I think probably because they give you like a free couple weeks when you first sign up, so maybe that's why they just, you got that.
Sign up, get the free trial, then use the code, and then try to cancel and get another free month. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Keep canceling. I'm pretty sure they'll just keep giving you another free month.
This is pro tips from a pro right here, y'all.
Hey,
if you want to know how to swindle and skeevily scheme your way through horror life, this man right here.
Hey, I pay my $6.
Hey, why don't you give me my fucking Hatchet Blu-rays? Do what you can for that. Let's start a hashtag.
Yeah.
Release the Hatchet cut.
Right. Well, dude, if they don't send them, I'm gonna just have to get them for you for your birthday, man.
Well, you can just borrow. You can borrow mine.
Shut the fuck up.
But
by the way, Dylan, congrats on hitting 800, bruh.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Congrats,
my man. It took forever.
Well deserved.
Yeah, 900 will be easier, and then 1,000, and then whoo,
yeah,
smooth sailing.
I know. Fable's like, I'm about to blow the chat up with super chats as soon as you hit 1K.
Hell yeah, man. You deserve it. People got to pay for these Blu-rays.
Right?
These slips. Oh, by the way, are you on Facebook? Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to tell you this because this is dangerous, but I just joined a Scream Factory Facebook group.
Yeah.
And it's a buy, sell, trade thing and also just a show and tell thing, right?
Yeah.
And there are people that are just selling the shit out of their slips. And I'm not even fucking joking, okay? Like, I'm not even joking. Someone had an Army of Darkness slip for $20. I was like, maybe I should get the slip before I even get the fucking movie. You know?
Yo, I need that slip, bro, so don't do that.
I'm just telling you. It's there.
Yeah, send me the link for that. But
I'm not going to send you a link. It's a Scream Factory fucking Facebook group. Just look it up.
Yeah, just send them the link.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe there's a couple Scream Factory.
There might be.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, they be waxing, man. So I ain't paying no $20 for a slipcover. I ain't that crazy. I like slip.
Yes, you fucking would. I know you.
Army of Darkness. Okay, all right. Army of Darkness, I would. But
most people sell them for $10 or $15 in the group.
Yeah. Well, they're probably doing 20 for that because it's such a great set, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know any Scream Factory set that's like 3 discs. It's got the theatrical, the director's cut, and the international cut. And I looked on the international cut. There's 2 cuts. There's a TV cut as well, dude. So there's fucking 4 cuts on there, dude.
Yeah, that's that shit you would watch on USA.
Yeah, probably. But dude, I fucking forgot to watch those trailers. I was watching The Beyond again.
Nice.
I'll cover it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. The I actually don't even have no horror news.
Well, I do.
Go ahead.
Well, I watched a trailer today for a movie called Separation, which releases April 30th. And it's about, so this dude and his daughter, and they just recently lost the mother, right? So he lost his wife. She dies in like a hit and run or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So now it seems in the trailer, you get the idea that he wasn't really a good dad or a good husband, but now he's like trying to like do the right thing. So he's like talking to his dead wife at her wake. And he's like, I'm going to try to do, I've never been the best, but I'll try to do better now. And literally this candle catches a family portrait on fire and it just burns his face. And then the daughter seems to be like thinking that she's like haunted by the ghost of her mother. But it's like this crazy, like clown fucking life-size doll. It's really interesting. You should check it out. The trailer didn't quite sell me, but it was okay. Shudder has a movie coming out March 26th called The Banishing. And I'll watch that trailer. It gave me very much vibes of like The Others, but it's about this like preacher and his wife and kid, and they go move into this house, and then this crazy madman moves into town, and then it's this like this haunting thing. It's based on the actual legend of the most haunted, quote unquote, place in the United Kingdom, right? So that's interesting. And I watched this isn't really necessarily horror, but I watched this trailer for a Netflix sci-fi movie called Stowaway that's got Shania Anderson, Daniel Day-Kim, Andrew Kendrick, and Toni Collette. This movie looks intense as fuck, dude. So 3-person mission to Mars to finish terraforming the planet so that humanity can go there, because I guess they got to save themselves, right? That's how these things always work, right? One of the engineers for the launch somehow winds up on the ship, and he wakes up and they're in space and he's like freaking out, but they're on a 2-year mission, so he can't go back. And then they all befriend each other and they teach him, how to do what they're doing. And then some catastrophic thing happens and they hit their life support really bad. And then they do the calculations and find out they only have enough air for 3 people to make it to Mars. Dun, dun, dun. And it was really, really, that was a very good trailer. But aside from that one, The Banishing looked pretty interesting, and Separation looked like it had potential, but we'll see. Also, Separation has Brian Cox in it.
I watched Separation while you were talking. It looks decent if it doesn't have too much CGI in it. You know what I mean? But I saw that the picture of that trailer does, but that clown looks fucking.
Yeah, that clown looks wicked. It makes me think of Terrifier for some reason.
Yep, yeah. That's exactly what I thought. Just in like a mime suit, I guess.
But I can't think of anything else Horror news wise.
NECA
NECA's doing that Gargoyles. Yeah,
that's what I was just gonna say. That's I guess horror, but that's like animated horror. But I love Gargoyles when I was growing up, so that would be cool for Gargoyles fans. NECA about to be taking money out of people's pockets because they're announcing a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
The Thing or the Kurt Russell from The Thing. I mean, dude, I'm super pumped about that American Werewolf in London Wolf. Throw that puppy on all fours, man. That shit is gonna look dope.
I'm thinking about that one. I'd really like it if they did his friend in the various modes of decomposition. That would be really
do
good.
A 2-pack, him and
Well, they should do like a transformation pack, maybe like where you got the dude and then you got the dude in mid transformation or something like that. That'd be really cool. But the wolf itself is dope. And I would love a life-size American Werewolf in London. I think Joe Rogan's got one, actually, Jay Strick.
That's dope.
You ever seen American Werewolf in London?
Nope.
Bro, you got to.
Yeah. I think I want to pre-order this.
I'm going to eventually get the Arrow release. And when I get the Arrow release, I'll hand me down my my stripped down version for it to you.
Nice.
They for some reason you can't get that Arrow like the plastic case. So I don't know if it's because they're doing the Steelbook, because I got the regular Arrow, like just the regular Blu-ray case, but they got that Steelbook that looks sick, dude. I almost really want to get it, but
I didn't know they had a Steelbook coming.
That's what I thought. That's what I sent you. I thought.
Bro, you literally send me 8 messages at a time, man. You got to understand that.
Well, you got to start reading them 8 messages.
Bro, you send them to me like in the middle of the fucking morning or work. Okay, I'll do better, Dylan. You're right. I'll do better.
Hey, well, I'm not saying you got to read them all at once.
I'll do better. I'll do better.
Read them.
Steelbook is sick.
Sometimes people send me 8 messages and I'll read the last one and then I'll go back and I'll read them and I'll be like, oh shit, like.
Well, what happens is you message me, and then
I'll message you 20 more times.
Well, there'll be like 8 things, and then like we'll get on 1 or 2 of them, and then the rest just kind of escape my mind. That's all. But like Fable says, I'll do better. I can't disappoint the army, bro. Backlog bros.
I always got something I'm trying to sell you on, I guess, so it's hard.
No shit. Are you getting commission? Calm down.
I wish, bro. I
sell myself enough.
I wish, man. That'd be nice. They could just give me free Blu-rays and I'd be cool.
Just wait till I get my European Hellraiser set.
Dude, I'm jealous. I gotta be watching that full screen Hellraiser 3. Fucking A. Now Jay Strick's gotta have a little, what is that, 7-pack Hellraiser?
Are you actually getting that?
Oh, well, no, you still need that.
No, I don't have it.
Right, I was gonna say Robbie didn't need it, but he does still need it. He just
I got it.
Yeah, there's a.
Are you actually getting the European?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my god.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. It's the only way to get 3.
Oh, it's on Arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was looking at that last night. I was like, I need to be careful because some of them are only for the player that you have. So
yeah, but if you have access to a region-free player, hey, Ben Affleck's here.
Is he good?
What the heck?
The damn shit just jumped so far, bro.
That's so funny. Anyway. What's a backlog, brother?
I don't know, bro.
What is happening?
I thought they meant backdoor bros.
Backdoor lover.
Some type of weird thing they got going on.
Yeah. So I decided just to roll with it. We called him out on it last night. Now I'm just going to roll with it.
Yeah. So that's
Scarp has the slip whore. He's the one like nonstop. He's like, I got the slip. I got the slip. I was like, hey man, Event Horizon's out today. He's like, I got the slip. I was like, yeah, we all got the slip. It's the first week.
No, I said I didn't get the slip.
He didn't get the slip.
Who?
Who? What?
I thought you were making fun of me saying I got the slip. I got the slip.
Did you get the slip?
No,
for what? Event Horizon?
Nope, I got no slip.
Bro, what the fuck happened?
I'm just kidding. I got it. Oh, bro, I got a couple rappers I could sell you for 22, bro. Actually, 25 because I left a sticker on a couple of them. But yeah, so Gates of Hell. Thank you for your thank you for that horror news of the week, Robbie.
Station.
Dude, I totally just like this shit just jumped like crazy. I just lost like probably so many people. So if I didn't click on your comment, I still love you.
Bro, they know that.
I know. All right, Gates of Hell. 3 movies we're reviewing tonight. City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, and House by the Cemetery, all by Fulci. And dude, when I was watching them, because I've only seen like bits and pieces of most of these. I've never actually, besides the City of the Living Dead, I've seen a few times. The Beyond, I saw, I don't know how the fuck I say I saw probably like
I think
2/3 before I rewatched all of it. Now I've seen it like 3 times. But House by the Cemetery, I don't think I ever saw, man.
Okay.
And I can't wait to.
When we were on your channel during PCP Horror Fest last year for 2020, we had a show where you asked everybody to list their goriest, most gross scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I listed that scene from City.
Yeah.
And none of y'all knew what the fuck I was talking about.
I probably didn't.
Okay? Like, none of y'all knew. And I was like, I kept listing Fulci stuff because Lucio Fulci, obviously an Italian horror director. We covered one of his films in Horror Fest. It was our surprise film. We did Zombie, or Zombie 2, as they call it in Europe. And love that film. A lot of people consider that one of his best. Definitely probably his most successful, right? And we had Tony on, and he was just like, y'all just nasty. In fact, today in the PCP Army, when he found out we were doing this show, he just goes, y'all just fucking nasty. But Fulci is, so Italian horror is got this different aesthetic than American horror. It's completely different. That's why I'm so fascinated by it. It's so dreamlike. It's so surreal. And Fulci, out of all of the, you got Mario Bava, you got Dario Argento, you got Lamberto Bava, and you got Lucio Fulci. Fulci to me is like the fucking gore meister of all of it. Like he goes further than any of these others do. Like, I know we all make these jokes about the Argento cuts being fucked up. Dude, the Fulci cut would be even more fucked up. Like, the script for City of the Living Dead had very little gore. And the vomiting up my guts scene wasn't even in the script. That's just something Fulci was like, you know what? I have an idea. So,
I would have known about that scene. I might not have just thought, like, put the movie together, because they show that in the In Search of Darkness. So, I probably just like was, when you said that, I was probably like, oh, that's fucking gross. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But I actually really didn't watch a lot of horror movies, like, or Italian horror movies, like, as a kid. You know what I mean? There was a few.
I didn't either. Bro, if I watched this shit as a kid, I would be fucked up, man. Dude, I didn't discover this stuff till like my early 20s. It was Netflix. I was talking about this the other night, but like Netflix is where I was able to do this. Like, I would read Fangoria. Right. And I would read this stuff, and I knew my horror films, but they was all American. And then like I had always heard about these movies like Suspiria and New York Ripper and The Beyond and you know, all this shit, right? Demons. And when I had Netflix, and this is back in the, you know, mail in your DVD type thing. Dude, they had all that shit. You know, everything was there for the taking. And I watched a shit ton of this stuff. My girlfriend at the time in my early 20s was like, you are fucking into some weird shit. Like, that's when I first watched Reanimator. It wasn't until my 20s. Yeah, in my teens and I watched the same shit everybody watched when they were growing up. You know, all the VHS stuff. Like, there were like, I watched things like Happy Birthday to Me and April Fool's Day and Prom Night. I would like the slasher stuff because they have the gnarliest covers usually. Sleepaway Camp. All the Freddy and Jasons and Michaels and all that shit too. Ghoulies and Gremlins and all that. But like the more obscure underground stuff, I really didn't even get into it in high school. It was all like,
really, your Blockbuster was going to have those. You know what I mean?
No, the first time I ever got to see Suspiria on the shelf of the video store was some super skeevy, like locally owned pop-up video store that just like at the end of all of that shit, there's this one dude, I guess, decided to open one with his personal collection. And I watched some really skeevy films there. Yeah, because they had half of the store was a horror section. So
that's crazy. I've heard of stores opening like that. I'd be like, motherfucker, you ain't touching my shit, bro. I'd be at Joey. I'd be like,
it didn't last long. It was only there for like 5 or 6 months, but it was next to this restaurant called Soul Burger. So I went there often.
That would be sick. Grab some movies and some Soul Burger.
I miss Soul Burger, bro. Oh my God.
But dude, you're right. That's funny because Netflix, man, when they did the mail-in, they had a plethora of so much like classic stuff or underground shit that like you would be like, where the fuck has this been all my life? And it was crazy, man. And to think like now their app or whatever, their streaming service don't really have that much stuff. Because I feel like Japanese and Japanese horror is what I probably knew about before Italian horror. Just because obviously, The Ring and fucking, what was that? The Grudge and all that shit, so.
One Missed Call.
Yep. What was the other one?
There was like this whole
Let
stream.
Me In or whatever.
Let the Right One In. That was like a Swedish or a Norwegian film.
That was okay.
Yeah, there's Let Me In, but the original one is Let the Right One In, which is amazing.
Yeah. The Let Me In, the U.S. version is done by Matt Reeves, the guy who's doing the Batman film.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't know because I'd watched it. I rewatched it like a year ago because I had watched the other one like maybe a year or two before that. And I remember I was looking, I was like, holy shit, man, Matt Reeves. Because he had done the Planet of the Apes films. So I was like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, I still haven't seen those.
Oh, dude, they're fun, man. Oh, there you go, backlog, bros. It's a Abbott and Costello bit.
No, but whatever.
I know. I'm just.
I think I'm starting to piece it together.
It will let me know. Yeah, but City of the Living Dead, man, it's a good one, bro. It's what would you say? I guess it's like it's got that like I can't think of the word.
Macabre.
That too, but the because there's like zombies, but then there's the fucking A, bro.
The gates of hell have opened up.
I'm thinking the wrong word, man. I keep thinking like psych something, but I don't know, bro. Because like in House of Cemetery, there's that girl that can fucking like kind of like talk through people and shit, and create those fucking dummies or whatever. But there's always like, God damn it, bro, y'all gotta fuck with me to make me sound dumb.
We're just not listening to you.
What is it, bro? What am I trying to
What are you trying to say?
Read my fucking mind already, bro. Let me see.
I'll tell you this. It's a very Lovecraftian film, and that's something that Fulci intended to do. So this is based off of the success of Zombie 2, and this works as a sequel to Zombie. And some would even argue that Zombie is actually the first part of the Gates of Hell trilogy.
But they all three got the same girl as the main character.
They do, but it's not the same character. It's the same actress. Yeah, it's so.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, same actress. Sorry.
Oh no problem at all. And her name is Catriona McCall, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Everybody in these movies, by the way, have the most beautiful eyes you have ever fucking seen. Even that annoying ass kid in House. Like seriously, Fulci has an eye thing. You'll notice it in all of these films.
Oh yeah, especially in The Beyond.
Yeah, but City of the Living Dead it's a zombie film, but at the same time it's Lovecraftian and it's otherworldly. There are inconsistencies in its plot. I freaking love it. It's the basic. If you guys have never seen it, and you really should, these movies are mostly, I think, on Shudder or Amazon Prime or Hulu or something. So you can get access to them. But City of the Living Dead, which when it was released in America was called Gates of Hell, because even in the original poster art, it's like this zombie like rising over the horizon, which was way too close to Dawn of the Dead, right? Yeah. So Zombie, which in Europe is Zombie 2, the Dawn of the Dead Argento cut, which was released in Europe, is zombie. Okay. And then this was the unofficial sequel, meaning that copyright law is weird in Italy and you can make a sequel to another person's property. Like you can do that. So they made Zombie 2. And then when they did City of the Living Dead and they tried to release it in America under that title, they got sued because then it was way too on the nose, especially with the cover. And they changed it to Gates of Hell. And that's why we get the idea of the Gates of Hell trilogy. The first 2 movies deal with directly some kind of structure built over a gateway to hell. In the third one, I guess it's the same thing, but they don't tell you that in-house, right? But they tell you that in the Beyond, and they tell you that in City. I love this film. It starts off with this priest committing suicide. It opens up this gateway to hell. These people go and it's at a house, right? It's still at a house, right? Because I watched all 3 of these together. It is a house, right? It's a hotel in 2. It's a house and house, but it's a house in this one too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And basically the dead start walking, and they're very much like the zombies in Zombie, but they look like they are gnarled up, decomposed bodies, like no eyeballs. Everything's like super sunken. Like no other zombies look like Fulci zombies.
No, not at all.
And so this priest is and he's around and he like starts staring at people. One of my favorite scenes is the scene where the boy and the girl are making out or whatever. And by the way, the dude that's in that scene, I cannot remember his name, but he's the guy who wound up directing like Cemetery Man, for instance. So he's
what?
Cemetery Man.
Oh, okay.
The Italian movie, yeah. So he's an Italian horror guy too.
This guy, Michelle Soavi or something.
Yeah. So that's a cool scene. Lots of great gore stuff. This is the one with the spider scene, right?
No, that's Beyond.
That's Beyond. Beyond has the spider scene.
I know they get.
Yeah, when you watch them all together, out of order too, they start. But this is the one with the most zombies. But I love it, and the priest's eyes, and I want to know what Jay Strick thought about this shit though.
I loved it, man. The movie, I think, hit me the most out of the 3. Maybe it's because it's the first time watching Italian horror. There's also something very, I think Robbie and I could probably speak more to this than Dylan, because growing up in the South, it's like church is like very prominent here. So like there's something very creepy to me about a pastor who hangs himself, then like comes back and opens up the gates of hell, and like it's just this terrifying thing that just stares at you, and for no reason you'll spit out your intestines, or you'll get your brains ripped out. So it was a really cool movie, man. I thought it was really dope. I really enjoyed the whole movie overall. I thought there were some really dope scenes. I thought the zombies looked amazing, just like y'all said. I think Fulci is super fucked up, and I loved it.
It is fucked up. I love the music in it too. I know.
Oh yeah.
The
Fabio Frizzi.
I mean this chain I wear is a Jesus piece. So from my grandma. This is an Italian chain. Yeah,
let me get that.
I threw it on. So I can't believe that's why I do really like Italian horror, and I want to dive into it. So deep, man. Deep as hell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's I went to church as a kid, so just period. The priest, hanging himself, that shit is fucking crazy. And then the priest trying to open the gates of hell is like, what the fuck, bro? Like, so the whole part of it is just nuts, man. Like, I think it's definitely I like the story, because with the Italian film, sometimes it's not really about the story, it's more about style and aesthetic and the kills and the practical effects. But I think this one's not too bad on the story.
I don't know about that. Okay, I think out of all 3 of them, this is one of the most incoherent stories. Not that it's incoherent. It's easy to follow, but it makes a lot of leaps, right? Now, all 3 of these films get accused of making these leaps, but I think Fulci's intending to do this, okay? You got to think that these are inspired by Lovecraft, okay? So it's about delivering the feel of what's so freaking fun. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So it's about evoking a feeling. It's about giving you this sense, this unnerving sense, right? And so the music has a lot to do with that. Fabio Frizzi did the music in all three of these films, as well as Zombie and other films that I think he even did. He did Manhattan Baby. Did he do New York Ripper too?
He did.
Yeah.
Fantastic fucking composer. And he's able to do something. So he's got the right? Like in Zombie, you got the do. City of the Living Dead sounds very similar to that in parts. Okay. But it's got this more in these three films. For instance, if you're making music and you want it to be creepy, you stick to minor chords or you do a major and go into a minor, right? Like, but he can do major chords and actually still make it sound hopeful and creepy at the same time. Like, this is the dude that should freaking score an Ice Cream Man movie or TV series, because he gets this dichotomy of hope and funk and like coolness, but like also very unnerving. Like City of the Living Dead, the way it starts with a like it's very chilling, that score. It works so well with the images, with the cut, the way that the story doesn't quite make sense, the way it's not focused on that story. Absolutely freaking fantastic. I can go on and on and on, but he evokes a feeling in this movie. And that's what the purpose of most Italian horror films is, at least to me, in my perspective. Maybe there's something lost in translation, right? Where it seems like these are more run of the mill. Like if you watch In Search of Darkness Part 2, the lady that was in Demons 2 says like, this is just part of, it's a different culture than we're used to. So that's what makes it feel so different. But at the same time, it's just a different aesthetic. The idea that there's so much style, but it's not style over substance. It's kind of like what we started March Madness with when we talked about The Cell, and it's style as substance, right? So I could go on and on and on about this shit, man.
I know, because when I remember her saying that, I was like, I think you're reaching a little too far on that one. Some of them do make somewhat sense, and maybe they do to the Italians, but like you said, man, they are more style and substance, more style than just the fucking story, man. I feel like the story don't always matter with a lot of them.
Yeah. It's definitely secondary.
I'm jealous, bro. Jamie got a fucking Near Dark for $1.50 at a gas station. Y'all be talking about.
It's just a DVD.
Dude, you know how much that DVD goes for now? The Blu-ray's like $70, bro, but the DVD goes for probably like $20-$30.
Near Dark's a masterpiece.
It is. I still don't own it too, bro. Been trying to wait for it. I'm gonna hopefully find it at a gas station for $1.50 in time.
Just keep positive thoughts about it, bro.
Yeah. But yeah. So I think I wonder what your favorite practical effect is, but I think mine. I know what mine is, and I know it's probably the same for you, Robbie, in this one.
With the puking up intestines?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know that she actually like swallowed.
She did. It
sheep intestines
back and forth. You know, like the claw. You can tell when it's the fake one because it's like big ass shit coming out. But dude, that is nuts, bro. Like
she put real sheep intestines in her mouth and puked that shit up.
Ugh. Dude, I had a joke for that too, man, and I can't remember what it was.
Weird stretch.
Yeah. Something about Jay Strick, like watching these movies and puking up his guts after. Something like that. He
told me what happened to him. He looked out of his window and there was this weird priest guy just staring at him. And his eyes started bleeding.
And he was like, boy. Nice.
Yo, you might have got ripped off, bro. You should only gave her 25.
Yo, does it got the slip though?
Slips are on their way out.
I think they're on their way up. Apparently, in this Facebook group, they're going for like $30. Like
$30s of dollars.
$30s of dollars. Sorry, guys. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm still here.
So you get an out of print movie like Army of Darkness, and you got the slip, and say you got 2 copies, bro. You could sell fucking both slips, make your money back on Blu-ray, maybe make a couple bucks profit, and still sell those Blu-rays and make just pure profit. You could sell those Blu-rays for like $50 a piece. If the Army of Darkness, then you're up like $110. How fucking nuts is that? Because guys are just like, who gives a fuck about some paper, bro? A slipcover. Honestly, I really only like them for the Scream Factory, though. Like, just because it's the reverse. I like to just do both covers. The other ones, it's not that big of a deal, honestly.
Here's my thing. I don't think I care about slipcovers, but I get annoyed when the movie is advertised with a slipcover. Yeah. It doesn't come with a slipcover.
Yeah.
Then the one that wasn't advertised with that slipcover comes with a slipcover.
Right. You know, I get annoyed when I buy a movie first, and then Robbie messages me like 5 months later. And he's like, got the slip. But that's weird. I don't know how that works, man. I think it could be different because they have like, if you notice on the bottom, it'll say like, it's a Prime sale, but it's shipped through or purchased through a different company. Like it'll say like fucking like so and so bookstore media outlet. Like they'll say it's coming from different places. So that's the only thing I can think of. But
all right, what were we talking about?
Yeah, let's do the rating on this one, and we'll get to the next one. So, City of the Living Dead. What would you give this out of 5 stars, or your digs, or 5 slips? J-Strick.
Oh yeah, I didn't know who you were talking to.
Ask me. No, I'm like looking at Robbie like he's...
Yeah, you were looking at Robbie, so I was like... I'm gonna give this 4 or 5 slipcovers. I really enjoyed this, dude. It's one I want to own. There's something super gnarly about the premise of the movie, and I didn't care for the y'all talked about the kind of lack of story in it. That didn't bother me at all because I noticed a theme with all these Italian movies that we watch or reviewing tonight is that there's kind of a lack of that story and scenes where it just kind of cuts to random scenes that doesn't make any fucking sense what's going on. Yeah. And you're like, then someone just gets got and you're like, was that guy like relevant to the story? I'm not sure if it was. Well, it doesn't matter because like the way it happened and some of the kills and the way the scenes were shot were just like magnificent. It's the only way I can put it. So I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. You dig? Stars, slipcovers.
Nice. Yeah, honestly, I mean, maybe Robbie's seen these movies more than us, so maybe like as we watch them more, it could, that might. But to me, it didn't really bother me either, honestly. That's just kind of what you get for Italian horror. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. And I think I think they're always shot so well. Like they're beautifully shot. The set designs are incredible, and the practical effects are above and beyond. It's like they got the Italian Tom Savini, like a team of Tom Savinis to work on their shit, bro. Like it's awesome. They got some great practical effects artists out there, man.
And what about the maggot scene, man?
Is that in this one?
I think that's Cemetery.
No, that's Cemetery, bro.
There might be.
That's Beyond. The maggots?
No, there's a maggot scene in Cemetery.
There's a couple maggot scenes. You're talking about where the guy throws up the maggots in this one? Or is that beyond?
God damn it. Never
Y'all are
mind.
tripping me. You're talking about, are you talking about the scene where all the maggots fly at them?
Yeah, what movie is that one?
That's either this one or the next one. I can't remember though.
I thought maybe that is the Beyond.
I think that might be this one.
Because they're like in a house, right? No, that's this one. This is one. It's
I
City.
thought
I
so.
don't,
Like,
I
is
don't
that this
remember.
one?
I don't remember maggots in the Beyond.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's maggots in.
Yes, it's this
because
one.
they come from like Chicago or whatever,
You guys
and
got
then
me all fucked up.
they
man.
meet up
Like,
with
it's
the
this
other
one.
chicks, and then everybody gets got except for the two people. Yeah.
Well, because when you say maggots, I'm thinking a cemetery. Like that one stands out big time. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that.
Yeah. No, this is the one where the big storm of maggots come in and like swarms in, and they got all these wind machines blowing all the maggots around. And those are real maggots that they're using.
Damn. Okay, before I forget, anyone in the chat, if you've seen the movie City of the Living Dead, what do you give it out of 5 stars? Or 5 you digs, or 5 slips, or 5 backlog bros, or
5
Robbie, what do
tips.
you give this one?
I'll give it 4. I'll give it a 4. A good solid 4. It's got great music. It's got a great atmosphere. It does such an amazing job of setting up mood. It's a great zombie film. It's not the greatest zombie film ever done. But it does have that cool aesthetic. Lucio Fulci amps up the gore, amps up the grossness. He was a very dictating, kind of asshole-ish director, but he got his vision across. The music is chilling and eerie, yet still got this tinge of hope to it.
Right.
I freaking love it. And so 4 to me is incredibly solid for this film. It is a bit incoherent, and I wouldn't say that all Italian films are like this. Like, watch Argento's Tenebrae, and that is a very easy to understand and great story, and a little bit of complexity there.
Phenomena too.
Phenomena as well, yeah. And look at Bava's fucking Demons, you know. So
yeah, I was the Demons too. Yep.
Yeah, but Fulci, you know, it's about the punch. And one of the things I really like about his work, and you see it in here, is he's got this idea like, if you are going to come and watch a movie and hope that you get to see murder, we're going to show you murder for so long and amp it up so much. And that's the thing that Fulci does so well, is he sets his scenes up where it takes forever for the actual like penetration or something to happen. And it just like the anxiousness just like keeps the tension, just keeps building and building, and then it happens and you think you're going to get released from that tension, and he cuts away, but no, it doesn't. You see the nail going through the eyeball and poking, you know, and things like that. And he does that, and he's almost like, and I think someone said this in the In Search of Darkness part 2, but if you're going to go to a movie and hope that you see murder, we're going to make sure that it makes you as uncomfortable as fuck. And for the boldness, for the music, for the aesthetic, for the atmosphere, I give it a solid 4 you digs.
I want to piggyback off that too. Like the idea too, when you watch a horror movie, like obviously, you know, murder's going to happen, but like the fact that what Fulci did for me, and just my opinion, watching these movies, is like these intense scenes Robbie was just talking about. Like, you want to look away, but you can't. Like, you can't because it's so fucked up, and you're just like, oh, I can't believe it's happening. It's so long. It's 3 minutes of this chicken or freaking throat cut, and you're just like, how long is this going to be drawn out?
Another good thing in City is the brain smushing that the zombies do. They just grab somebody by the back of the head and just smush their fucking brains out, man. Like,
that's what I was going to say. One of my favorite actual kills in this movie was the way he gets got in the end, where he's just walking and the freaking guy rips out his brains.
Yeah.
Oh,
that reminded me of Bad Taste by Peter Jackson.
Yes.
When he falls off the cliff and he's trying to stuff it back in.
Stuff it back in, yeah.
Oh, no.
You ever seen
You
that?
got to watch the Peter Jackson shit, bro. You got to watch Bad Taste, Dead Alive, and Meet the Feebles.
What was the last one?
Meet the Feebles. It's the one he did with the puppets and shit.
I don't know if I've seen that,
dude. You guys got to watch. They're so hard to fucking find now. Like, Dead Alive is hard as fuck. It's like an $80 DVD. It's crazy.
I got the DVD, luckily. I wanted the Blu-ray so bad, man. But,
what's a DVD?
It's this thing that you know.
DVDs, no.
But Scarpad gave it 4 Hummers. That's another good one. Gary gave it 4. Fable gave it 3.5 Slips. Mr. White gave it 4 Slimy Stinky Slips. Bobby gave it 4 Slips.
I like the slips. I think the slips should be yours, Dylan. It makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. My man Link gave it 3.5 slips. Jamie gave it 4.
How are you going to give a half a slip? You going to cut the slip in half?
Yeah, man.
Yo, that's cold, bro. That's cold. Yeah, Dead Alive is fucking.
Sometimes when you get them, when you open the Amazon box, you do only get half a slip.
Shit,
you're like, damn. Like the other day I got the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead. I was like, yeah, I got the slip, and I'm like, man, it is like someone chewed on this motherfucker.
Bro, has it got the Snyder cut on there?
That's what, dude. My Event Horizon, bro, fucking looked like they were playing soccer with it before it got here.
Oh, I got some weird stretches for y'all later.
Should see my It's Alive box set, bro. It looks like they were playing out in the rain with it. But yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 slips.
Nice.
I think this is a good one. It's not my favorite out of the 3, but I do really enjoy it. I love the atmosphere. I love that each one is different. You know that it's a trilogy, but I love that each one is so different.
It's a trilogy the way that like Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy is a trilogy. Yep. You know, it's just something that fans were like, these 3 movies work together.
But I guess
they kind of do and they kind of don't.
Yeah, and then you got that one girl that plays a different character in each one, so that kind of connects them as well. But because the Apocalypse trilogy doesn't have it has a lot of the same character or actors because Carpenter just uses a lot of the same people, but it doesn't have like Kurt Russell in every movie, you know. But yeah, so 4. So that gives it a average 4.69, dude. But yeah, so Jay Strick 4.5, Robbie a 4, and me a 4. I was trying to make sure so when we're done with that, we could tell everybody. But so now the Beyond. I know this is one of Robbie's favorites. Seems to be this seems to be like a lot of people's favorite movie of all time, even.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know that it's a lot
I've heard people say that.
Favorites.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favorite Fulci film. It's probably this. It's either this or Zombie.
Zombie.
I would give it to
Zombie gets the highest praise, I think.
Zombie is wild and I like it, but this one has got more nuance. Maybe a little bit. It's got just as much punch. I do not like the spider scene that much, to be honest with you. But I really I think this out of all 3 of them has the most compelling story. Okay. So it's this woman inherits this hotel down in Louisiana. So you got this Southern Creole, Louisiana voodoo kind of idea behind it. It leans a little bit into the zombie fiction like City does, but not as heavy as it does. Okay. Yeah. It is, to me, out of all 3 of these films, by far the most Lovecraftian. Okay. They all kind of have these fucked up, ambiguous endings. You know, maybe City's a little bit more definitive, of an ending. But this one, the ending to me is one of the most chilling parts of the movie, right? Where, spoilers, they wind up losing, going to hell, and going blind. Like the idea, we keep talking about eyes, and it's so important with Italian horror. It's in particular important with Fulci. Look at how much he focuses on eyes, the priest's eyes, all throughout City. And in this one, the blind eyes. What does that represent thematically? The idea of giving up your sight for some kind of insight, right? And that's something that the blind woman has. She has this insight. And then you find out that she's actually one of these beings and just doesn't want to go back. And there's all kinds of cool twists and turns. It really captivates you. I think it's got a great spooky aura about it. The music by Fabio Frizzi is just,
Fire.
I think, even better than City, because City is very close to Zombie, but with, I think, a lot more nuance than Zombie has. Zombie is a very direct score, and City is almost like the B-side of it. This is something in and of itself, its own. The piano bits, I love it. What's her name? It's not Caroline, but it's Catriona McCall, again, beautiful, great eyes, like a great presence. In fact, in all these films, they knew they were dubbing it to ship them off. In Italy, they knew, they just like spaghetti westerns and shit. They knew that they were going to dub these things and ship them off to all these different countries. I don't even think they really recorded dialogue or audio on set, and they just knew they would dub them.
Yeah.
She's the best out of all three of these of
Definitely.
redubbing her dialogue in. So I think it's got the strongest performances. It's got the strongest leading man. The doctor who just doesn't believe until he's fucking in hell. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I guess I have no choice but to believe now. And I'm like, yeah, bro. Yeah. Weird stretch. Way to fucking hold on, But to me, The Beyond is absolutely fucking fantastic. I think it's brilliant. I think it's Fulci's best film that I've seen.
Oh
yeah.
So story-wise and everything, you like The Beyond, the best out of Fulci stuff.
I love that story. I love that ending. I love the music. I love the performances the most in this film. There's no fucking annoying ass kid, which ruins House for me.
Bob.
Drink every time someone says Bob in House, and you're gonna get fucking smashed.
It's the classic horror trope. They got to introduce the kid that annoys the shit out of you.
Yeah. I think The Beyond has the best, maybe the best set designs too. The whole I guess it's a hotel, I guess.
Yeah, it's at a hotel. The Seven Doors Hotel or something, right?
Yeah.
And it's built over one of the gateways to hell. It's built over a hell mouth, like in Buffy.
That's right. Jamie said it because they said something. The girl from Demon said something that eyes are the window to the soul.
Yep.
So ripping them out is symbolic of trapping a soul.
Station, Jamie, I feel that.
For real. That's
Bob.
crazy.
Bob. Alistair. Bob.
Who names a kid fucking Bob?
No, it's just Bob. Hey, Dave. Like you name your kid Carl. Who does that?
I don't know.
Or Dylan. Who does that?
Chilling with Dylan. Chill with Dylan. Chilling with Dylan. Watching Italian movies with the thrilling and the killing because we watch chilling with Dylan.
Jay. Thanks, Robbie. What did you think of this one, Jay?
I think he froze.
Nah, I think it's a bit.
Nah, seriously, I think it froze. Hey! That was a bit.
Stare into the windows of his eyes.
It was a bit within a bit. So we're getting really good at double teaming people with bits.
Yeah. And the chat is like.
The chat is the best at bits now. They are.
I think they're even better than us.
I don't think the chat knows what a bit is.
I'll be honest. I don't think the chat's better than me and Strick as a bit. At a bit, but
yeah,
definitely better than you and Mike and Jelena.
They're definitely better than Mike.
Man. Yeah. You're talking about my man Fable here. Dude's pretty good.
Fable's pretty good.
He's okay. He's
not bad for a backlog, bro.
Yeah, he's no Argento.
He's no Argento.
Beyond was just as dope to me as City. I really enjoyed watching it. Some of the scenes are so brutal. Just even the opening of the movie, where the guy gets they freaking crucify the guy essentially and throw acid on him.
I love those black and white.
Oh my god, man!
That's so good.
I was like, what did they just throw at him? Water? That's stupid. And then I was like, oh no. Oh God,
dude, that's what even too. So
and that's
I know
the credits, by the way.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's the Fulci's like, oh yeah, we're gonna burn this dude with the acid, and we're gonna do it for a long time. Like it's our credit sequence, basically.
Yeah,
it's just crazy,
dude. In the black and white scene, though, it looks like they're throwing some fucking chunky ass milk or
It
something.
is chunky. It's like I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's some
Maybe
kind of like
because it's
chunky
old.
acid.
Yeah,
I
probably
don't
because
fucking know.
it's supposed to take place like back in the day. You know, I forget the exact year, but
Yeah, and then they kill this dude. They crucify him. They fucking and they because he unleashes. He's like an artist or something, right? Yes, because he draws the painting. Right. This is why I love this shit, because he draws that fucking painting. That painting is hell, and that's where they're at the end of the fucking movie. They're in the fucking painting, but they kill him to stop the gateway from being open, and they wall him up in there. Dude, it's just fucking fuck. This movie's fucking great. Jay Strick, what were you saying?
No, I mean you're saying it. It's Fulci does the same thing he does with City, and just these scenes, right? Like they're so gnarly. The scene where the mother goes, they're in the hospital, and it cuts to the kid, and it cuts back to the mom, and she's getting acid poured onto her head. You're just like, what the fuck? And I would probably agree with you, Dylan, in the sense of the best set. The sets in this were just like I love the end where he's like got her and he's just shooting all these like possessed zombie things, and I thought it was hilarious, right? Like he shoots one in the head and he's like, and it works, and then he just keeps shooting other ones in the chest. I'm like, bruh, obviously you got to shoot him in the chest, like the head.
You got, bro.
That dude's terrible, man. He yeah, you're right. Like, because he like does it, and he's like, and that's the moment where you go, hit him in the fucking. But he keeps just like, and he's like surprised every fucking time. It's not killing him. No shit, bruh. The only time you've killed him is when you hit him in the fucking head. Oh my god! If Jelani was here, he'd be like, "This is the dumbest fucking dude I've ever seen in a zombie movie."
I really like the Emily character. She's pretty creepy, and I just thought it was hilarious that like she would pop up in random scenes. Like she was just in the house in the middle of the night where the girl's like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Like the door's open, you're in. So it's funny, man. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really dope.
Yeah, and then when they're trying to take her back and everything, that's it. That's the girl Emily, the one with the eyes.
Yeah. She's the blind. She's the dog.
She gets
got.
Me and Strick were literally watching. Like I put it on maybe 10 minutes before him or 20 minutes, but I kept having to pause it. So we ended up like lining up, and he would be texting me like, "Dude, the fucking dog, bro." And I'm like, "I know." He's like, "What was that shit they poured on him?" She's like, "Get him, get him." And that motherfucker gets her ass, bro.
What's the dog's name? Do you remember?
No.
Dickie, because she's like, "Get him, Dickie, get him, Dickie, Dickie, get him, Dickie." And then it gets that like this is something you see in Italian horror film as opposed to American. You see it sometimes. Like the Stuart Gordon's got a very Italian, European sensibility. It makes sense. He made a lot of his movies in Europe, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense, right? But like using, first of all, harm to animals and animals causing harm to humans. That's something that's prevalent in a lot of Italian films, horror films. And Jamie, you're right. It's straight up strawberry ice cream swirl. It looks so delicious.
And she's just watching it the whole time. That shit.
Just like you are, bro.
I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you meant the beginning scene, Strick, about the acid or whatever. Because I wasn't sure. I figured it was something, but I was like, what the fuck? Because it's like chunky, you know? But I knew in the hospital, I was like, that's acid. That's like the hydrochloric acid. And that shit's just spilling all over her, bro. And she's just, it goes. That's the thing, bro. Like we said, like they go so long, like longer than you would think. Like even if you're sitting next to a girl and she's the type where she can't handle this shit and she's looking away, you could be like, it's done. And you turn away, it's like, oh no, it ain't done. You could totally fuck with her because these scenes don't end, bro. They just keep going, bro.
I love it.
It's incredible.
They're intense, bro.
This is art.
It makes it even more impressive with the practical effects because a lot of times you notice if you watch, obviously there are a lot of cuts in between to make it that magic trick happen. And with these, you're like, how the fuck is this? They're just straight up just shh, you know, it's like one shot, you know. Sometimes, you know, with some of the cuts and everything, but even those, bro, like I know that it's most of the time like a neck piece or something. They're just, you know, like in house when they're fucking, you know, like, but then I love like they do the knives in the back of the head. It comes out the mouth, you know, like Oh god,
And with
That-
the
that's
music
the-
too. Like it's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's the
an house.
thing, man. Like, with all these movies, the practical effects, like, they still hold up. You know what I'm saying?
right?
All this time, it's like 40 years later, right? These are early 30 or early 80s. These movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me. Like how good the movie looks.
The
especially
So kudos.
these meticulous restorations and remasterings that have been done. So there's some really a lot of love for these films. Fulci has 4K versions out, man. Think about
Dude,
that.
Yeah.
There's only like
Cemetery, yeah.
700 to 1,000 movies available on 4K,
right?
and like at least 5 of them are Fulci films. How crazy is
Dude.
that?
And now
Yeah,
they just
I gotta get 'em.
Oh no, Demons isn't Fulci. That
No,
that's Dario Argento presents.
it's a Lamberto Bava film.
That's why I was gonna say Baba. The fucking man, I wish I got that 4K. That's my hardest decision, bro. Is should I get the 4K of House or the because I want that set you got with the CD. I want the CD, man.
I have 2 that have the CDs. I don't know if they've done a city with the CD, but both of these are 2 or 3 disc sets because it
I
has
don't
the
think
CD.
so.
And I'm really proud of us for talking about that without doing a D's nuts joke. That
Are
was your
those
moment.
it's Italian horror. You can't do these nuts jokes with that.
It's weird that Blue Underground did City and House, but
Grindhouse
did
does,
Beyond. But dude,
Did you get those from Hamilton?
I got City and House from Hamilton.
Yeah.
Beyond came from Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah, and it comes.
Beyond
with
was they weren't cheap, but this,
Yeah,
they're not
the retail on that
They're
house
cheaper.
set right there is like $50. So I did get it cheap compared to that.
Right.
City is cheap. City's only
City
like
is cheap.
12
That was
bucks.
like $12.
And on
yeah.
Amazon it's like 20. Cemetery is like 35, maybe 40 on Amazon, and you can get it for 30 on Hamilton. So you're not saving a crazy amount, but fuck it, dude.
Saving
It's
some.
worth it. And you might not get the slip.
And it's got the lenticular slip.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
that's
that.
sick.
I heard that one's.
Yeah, that's the
I
that's
want
the
that, dude.
only one out of the set that's available in 4K. I thought that was kind of strange because to me that's the
Isn't it?
weakest. That's the weakest out of the 3.
Yeah, they have 3, right? They have New
don't
York
say
Ripper.
that.
They have New York Ripper
Don't hate on that kid. Don't make that kid
Zombie.
ruin it for you.
and House. All right, anyway, go
It
ahead.
didn't ruin it. I'm just saying, like,
Bro, wait.
Let's
you-
finish
you-
our discussion
I
on
knew that.
Beyond.
I'm just
before
saying
we get into House.
Beyond or City would have a 4K version before House.
Yeah, they're doing it in reverse. That is weird. You know, 'cause I would think that Beyond, but the thing is, the Beyond is done by a different company.
It's probably because
So-
they already have all these special features, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's more of,
Yeah.
of a package to this than there is City.
Well,
Maybe.
that's what I don't understand why City wouldn't get it, if anything, because City has the most bare bones, and House, I think the 4K is like the same from House, except the 4K doesn't come with the CD. It just says 4K Blu-ray.
And it's
And
not a
special
4K
features.
scan, though, right? Because it's like a 2K scan that they did. Did
On
they
what?
actually do a 4K scan for the 4K?
I'm thinking. I mean, I would guess.
I think this is a 2K scan. I'm
So
sorry,
you'd
go
have
ahead.
to check. What up, Perp? Good to see you, my brother. I was just watching your Mighty Ducks review the other night.
I don't know what I'm fucking thinking.
They whatever it is. Well, that's the thing, because sometimes
It
4K,
looks great, but we should be
That's
talking
the-
about the Beyond, right?
sometimes 4K cleans it up a little too much. So that's why another reason why I think I'm gonna just get that one that you got,
Especially with practical effects. You can see
Yeah.
too much sometimes.
because I can watch 4K, but so the thing
I
is,
want to see it all.
I got all the 4K I've gotten so far has worked, except I got one, and I hear on the Xbox some movies will give you problems. So that's why I'm not really going for 4K that hard, because I got the Halloween 4K. Out of 100 times of me taking it out, trying to play it on my shit, I got it to work twice. So it will work, but it will say, like, out of those other 98 times, it would say, it can't read this or whatever. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It played. I got it to work, so it will work.
That's what happens when you buy your 4K player at Dollar General, bruh.
No, it's my Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's what happens when you buy your Xbox at Dollar General, bruh.
That's what happens when you get them DVDs from the gas station.
Yeah, unless
No,
it's
that
near
was from
dark.
Amazon. That was Amazon. But Scarpad thinks it might be
No,
my.
that wasn't
It might be
Amazon. It was
my
Schmamazon. You're mistaken.
maybe. Scarpad thinks it was my HDMI cable, but they said the cable that comes with your Xbox.
You need to just get a 4K player. That's what I have.
I know. Well, if I get a fucking new player, I'm getting a region-free player, bro.
I think Fable knows what's up. He
But
says Fable says slips don't work on Xboxes.
Only PlayStation, bro. I would agree.
Well, Xboxes say they are 4K compatible. So why the fuck can only like 80% of them work and not like they say universal ones don't work on the Xbox? How the fuck does that make sense? I'll get heated as hell about this. Like that's so stupid.
So the Beyond.
I shouldn't have to buy a new Xbox.
Yeah, Stricker was telling us what he thought about the Beyond, weren't you?
No, he wasn't. He was done. Go ahead, Strick.
Yeah, I think you got Mike twisted, by the way.
I don't know what happened. Whatever. Is he okay?
You said
Do you need to check on him?
You called him out as not being good at bits.
He's not, but it's fine. Fucking toddler.
Stricker,
yeah.
you all right?
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
What do you think about the music in the Beyond, bro?
It's fire, bro. We were playing that stuff in the store this week.
Well,
here's what happens. We watch a horror movie, then we end up playing the score at work all week.
I always play these scores.
No.
And when I play them, you're like, dude, what is this? And then all of a sudden he watches Phantasm and he's playing it all the fucking time.
pulling up in front of the store, just blasting it.
That's Lost Boys.
He did. That was the smoothest I've ever seen Jay Strick be. I was outside vaping before we opened, and he rolls up to work all slow and shit. He's got his window down, and he's just bumping Cry Little Sister.
You know he like turned that shit up extra loud. He's like, I'm about to pull in.
I had the shades on too.
Oh, that was funny. I wish we could have caught that on video.
Come on, boys.
Let's go, boys.
All right. What do you got? What else you want to say about this, Strick?
I think I said it all, man. I thought
Oh, well, you didn't want to talk about the music, or you said it? It's fire.
Yeah, it's good.
It's okay. Do you think that the stories? Do you think the story's more compelling in this one than the others?
I don't, but
What's the most compelling story to you? City?
Yeah, but it's not by like much at all. Like I'm probably giving the same score for both movies. Both movies really affected me in that sense. It's hard for me to choose one over the other. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because I just think they're both so awesome. Which is okay. That's my opinion.
It's because of the priest, isn't it? He makes it more creepy for you.
I don't know. It's all of it. For City. It's creepy as fuck.
I think it's got some of the better. I think it's hilarious. Yeah. It's got some of the better effects, I think. Like the Beyond has some cool stuff. Like the spider scene to me is really hokey, because I'm like, those are tarantulas. They aren't going to eat people up like that, Like
it's so funny because you know which shot's the tarantula and you know which one's the practical because it's so obvious.
But they are
back and forth.
It is pretty gnarly though when they're like ripping much
dude.
off. Like
it's brutal.
Yeah. Hey, smoke them if you got them. I love that scene. And
all right.
Speaking of that, if you didn't watch the awesome review last night, go check out my man Rockin' Robbie, Pop Culture Philosophers Event Horizon review, which everyone's gonna be like, motherfucker, I was there last night. Where were you? I was there though.
It was a fantastic show last night. We had Chaos on from Chaos and Comics, Chris, and we had Manuel from Tomorrow Cinema. It was super, super fun.
I'm telling you, it was so awesome to have Chaos there, but I adore listening to Manny, bro. He got some good insight on shit, bro. Like after the Prince of Darkness, man, that was so fun, bro. He's got great insight, man. So definitely go check out my brother if you haven't already subbed him up.
Love both of them.
For real, man. I love
you too, man. And Jelani and John. We had a great show last night.
Oh, dude, I know. I missed.
And if you've only checked out Dylan's Horror Show and you didn't know, we do movie reviews the night before on Friday nights every night. We're actually not for the next 2 weeks. We're off, but we just concluded March Madness. This is the official conclusion of March Madness, by the way, because these movies will drive you mad. Get it?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just an excuse to do a mini horror fest. But,
Facts.
I got the
check out Pop Culture
yeah.
Philosophers PCP movie night every Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Time.
Yes, sir.
Except for the next 2 weeks.
I got the Xbox One S Twitch. It's I know it plays them. I know it's 4K compatible. It's just
I hear that my Atari 2600 flashback is going to be 4K compatible soon.
Dude, I heard that they're 8K. They're going to be 8K compatible.
Bruh, I heard they're going to be 64-bit.
Oh, you just got a region-free Blu-ray player, Jamie? Nice.
Nice.
I'd recommend buying a European Hellraiser set.
I love that that's the first thing you did, by the way. It makes so much sense, too.
I told him, I was like, because he mentioned it, I was like, that is region B, because the other one, you can't get the American. It's so hard. That's one of the most sought-after box sets. I was like, dude. It's
unfortunate.
It is, man. Especially because, because what I was saying with the Hellraiser, Robbie could have gave you his 7-disc set, but he needs the other ones because there's only Hellraiser 3 on there.
Yeah, it only is the first 3, but I already thought about it. I'll give Jay Strick my Hellraiser and my Hellbound.
Station.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are
me and Jay Strick got a thing. When I replace a horror movie, I give it to him, and then when he upgrades, he gives it to Brooks. And Brooks will never upgrade anything he already has.
Right. I was gonna give Jay Strick my Silver Bullet, but he already got a Blu-ray con. The next day, he's like, "Yeah, I'll take it." But
you got the DVD?
Yeah.
I don't have it.
You want it? It's brand new.
Yeah, and when I replace it, when I get the Scream Factory, I'll give it to Brooks.
I got the Scream Factory.
Yeah, send it to me, man. I'll send you my address.
Yeah, send it because I'd be surprised, but I know your birthday's coming, so.
Oh, maybe you should wait.
I wanted to send Jay Strick a couple of things for his birthday, but then he's like, "I got that," so I'm gonna find him something else. But then I feel like an asshole because I wanted to send Mike something.
Jamie is 100% right there. It's really fucked up because I know we're still on Beyond, but in house, Bob does technically die, but we don't actually get to see it, and that's kind of fucked up.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
What's the backlog, bro?
What was Fulci's last film? I don't know.
I know he died working on, was it Zombie 4?
Really?
I think so. Let me check.
Wow, that's something. He died making it. Wow. Fucking the shit that really got him going too.
I think he started getting sick when he was making Zombie 3. But his last credited directing film is Voices from Beyond in 1994. But I think that was posthumously released. I think. He died in 96, so okay. So that was the last one, I guess. But he started getting sick. I remember hearing that he got sick in Zombie 3.
Really?
And he didn't really fully direct that film, even though he's credited with it. He's produced ones after that, but Voices from Beyond is his last credited directing.
Is Zombie the only one you really like out of those Zombie? Because isn't there like 5 of them? Or just 4?
I think there's only 4. I've never seen 3 or 4, bro. I've never seen them.
Me either. So, I've only seen Zombie. I've never even seen, because that to me Zombie is Zombie 2, but
so Zombie would be the Argento cut. Like serious. I'm not even weird.
No, I know. I just have to hear you explain this like 40 times a day. So.
Yeah, Zombie would be the Argento cut. It confuses people. Zombie is the Argento cut of Dawn of the Dead. Zombie 2 is the Fulci film. And then there's a Zombie 3 and a 4. Maybe there's a 5. Let's fucking see.
I see Zombie 3, but I don't know if he did Zombie 4.
No, I don't think he did. I think it was completely different people. Hold on.
Dylan, what do you think of the Beyond?
Dude, I thought it was awesome. It definitely does have probably the best story. It's a little the way
Bro,
it's
there's only 3, man. There's not 4.
okay. I don't know why I thought there was 4. The
There's
so he
5.
did all 3 of them.
Four is the unrelated film Killing Birds. In some series,
That's what
in some countries, they call that Zombie 4.
that's what it is. And I think that's done by the guy who did Troll, man. Troll 2, for real. I could be wrong. Or he at least
I need to
worked
get
on it.
Zombie
He might have
3 then.
produced it.
I've never seen Zombie 3.
You're stretching, man. Dylan, what did you think of The Beyond?
I was telling you, I thought that it's awesome, man. It's paced better than the City of the Living Dead, and it's paced more like a real, kind of like how American horror movie, I guess, would be, because it kind of has it has a slow burn here and there, but then it has fucking crazy, wild, beyond shit, going on. Yeah, well, we'll get to it when we're there, but I love the set designs on this. At first, me and Jay Strick thought we liked the music a little better on City of the Living Dead, but no way. I think that this is so much more unique,
yeah,
and it goes so perfect with this movie. That's another thing that makes these films so great. That the music,
yes,
that's one thing that the Italians got down, man. Is practical effects and atmosphere and their music, man, without a doubt.
it's practicals, effects, and pasta.
Yeah, and fresh mozzarella.
Man, I had some baked spaghetti for lunch today. It was delicious.
Dude, I'd love to go to Italy one day.
Me too, bro.
I'm
the
Italian,
home of Galileo, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
dude, he was in Bill and Ted.
No, that was no.
I know.
But yeah, I think this movie is great. The eye stuff is crazy. It's like I don't even know. It's like what the hell are they wearing, man, for their eyes to look like that? Like
they're wearing those like actual glass fucking contact lenses back in those days. They could only wear those things for like what, like 2-3 minutes, something like that.
Or like
they got like guys like blowing stuff on their eyes because they're drying out constantly. Like, dude, okay,
and they can't see shit. Nowadays they just would CG it, but they also have better lenses now that you can use.
Yeah. Dude, I could barely put eye drops in, let alone some shit like that. Like, I could never put contacts in. That shit would be crazy. Like, put like those guys like, and then like if I got a contact lens on, I could never get it off because I couldn't. They like have to touch their eye to do it. No way. But yeah, I think this movie's great, man. It's it definitely steps some shit up, and the guy's face smashed in or whatever on the hospital floor, like just the effects in this are nuts, man.
Yeah, and it's got one of the dudes from Zombie is in it, by the way. The guy with the mustache who's the helper of the main dude.
Oh yeah, I thought he was in another. He's in the House of the Cemetery or City of the Living Dead too, but not as much.
Maybe it's City. I don't remember him in House, but he's the guy that has the boat in Zombie too. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot that I wanted to mention in City there's like that pink like corpse or whatever with all the worms and shit.
Yes.
All around. I meant to mention that and then we got off topic, but this movie, as I got off topic of The Beyond again, but yeah, I think this movie's great. Set designs are probably the best out of all 3 of these movies, without a doubt, especially like the basement to kind of get in the hell,
Don't worry about me. I'm just trying to pet his cat.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was reading this comment, but
I usually keep her out of this room and she goes crazy.
I think it's great. So what do you want to give this out of 5 slips, my brothers? Jay Strick, you go first.
It is a 4.5 slips, brother. Dylan slip cover, bro. 4.5 slips covers, bro.
We knew these movies would break you, Strick.
Fantastic story.
Counting on.
the best ending out of all three.
Yes.
I think you said it earlier. It probably has the best male lead. Kind of actually the only one that really mattered. Well, I guess in House he matters, but he's kind of a bitch when I think
He's
about
just such a
it. Yeah, he's a bitch. We can get there. We can get there.
Oh, okay. I figured that's who you're talking about.
But yeah, and the score is phenomenal. 4.5 slips, covers, dogs.
Oh.
I want to get a little. I want to get some snippets to throw in every now and then when we're doing our bits, like the
you have StreamYard, young man. You can do it
in the door and just be like, "Good evening, Holliston." Just so I got. I don't know how you do all those like intros, man. Like where you get all the clips from, but
the internet.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how you like save them and everything. I don't know. I never do that shit. So
it's
all right, Robbie.
It's right click, save file as.
What do you like look up? You just put like Hellraiser clips or something?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I mean, not to take away the magic. No, bro. I really do a lot of intense shit. I bring out actual film and I like actually cut these things together.
I thought you were Romeroing it up.
Yeah. Anyway, what do I give it?
Yes, sir.
Well, I would always list Lucio Fulci as one of my favorite directors, especially in horror. And to me, this is his best movie that I've seen. So I'm going to give it I'll give it a 1 for the music, 2 for the cast, 3 for the story, 4 for the atmosphere, 5 for the special effects and the vision, 5 slip covers, my man. And not just 5 slip covers. I'm talking about a From Beyond slip cover, a Dolls slip cover, an Army of Darkness slip cover, an Escape from New York slip cover, and
Trick or Treat.
Drum roll.
Trick or Treat.
Wow. And dude, did you know I didn't even have to wait for you to say it. I already put the number down for you because I knew what you were gonna say.
Bruh, it's 5. This is one of the most Lovecraftian films I've seen. It is brilliant. I love that end scene when they finally leave the hotel, right? And all of a sudden, as they're leaving, all these weird colored lights show up in all the different windows, and you start seeing the shadows. It's so freaking creepy. The music is so surreal. The movie's got a cerebral touch to it. I love the ending. It just is an absolute thrill to watch this movie. I fucking love it. And what really sets it over the top is that this fucking Blu-ray has a glow-in-the-dark cover. This slip is a glow-in-the-dark slip. I can't prove it right now. It doesn't come across. But you've seen it.
Happen.
You've seen it. So you know. Anyway, I give it 5, you digs. Brilliant score, the best performances out of any of this, the most coherent story, but at the same time still being dreamlike and having an ethereal quality to it. The Beyond to me is a 5-star horror film, and everybody who says they're a horror fan should at least watch it once just to see what you think. And it's a movie I would agree. Feel. It's a movie you feel.
Hell yeah.
I think it's a 4 or 5. I don't think it's no Lost Boys. You like that? That's my pedestal now.
Yeah. Well, we went really ham at Horror Fest. We were giving out 5 you digs and 5 slips all the fucking time.
For real.
Right, Salem's Lot. I hate it. 4.
Shitty storytelling, but it's a 4. The fucking I want to get in. I want to finish my room tour. Next time you guys are hanging out, that fucker cut me off at work, bro. I was pissed. I had a dog the fuck out of him after that, like for real.
We thought a customer was cussing you out or something.
No, I
think we just got him in trouble.
No, there's some asshole coworker crying because he was by himself for a couple hours. Like, boo fucking who? I fucking run that store all by myself every goddamn night.
Whoa, fucking man! I didn't mean to make a sensitive subject. Sorry, dude.
Nah, dude, it's not. It's that I hate the fucking guy.
You okay? Yeah. Robbie wanted me to check on you.
Yeah, I'm all right. All right, so I'm going to give it a 4.5.
It's a little convenient.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's too political.
Should I give it a 3? That would be very distasteful. Oh yeah, 4 or 5. I think the movie's great, man. But maybe if I watched it more and more, I'd boost it up a half a point. But I still really like it. Still really, really like it.
Hell yeah. I gotta say, after watching these movies, man, I'm a Fulci fan. He's wild, bro.
He is, man. He is. There's some good ones. You gotta check Demons 1 and 2. Those are both on Shudder as well. They actually Shudder has a lot of good Italian
Dude,
horror.
there's so much.
New York Ripper is one of my favorite giallos.
Oh, is it on there?
Yeah, that's how I
yeah.
watched it. I watched it like last year, and that's another good one.
Dude, the Creepshow season 2 is about to drop.
Dude,
I'm trying to binge everything. I just watched Creepshow, so I'm gonna watch 2, and then I'm gonna watch the series.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. If you get the time, you gotta watch Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. It's not like because they had a TV show.
Yeah.
Tales from the Dark Side, but there's to real fans because there is a Creepshow 3, but it's fucking terrible and it's done by like nobodies, and it's terrible. It's one of the worst things ever.
I didn't even know that.
But so to fans, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie is the official Creepshow 3.
Okay.
Because it's done by all the same people who did Creepshow 1 and 2, like Romero, King, and all that. So
I got one more weird stretch about The Beyond. I still have my DVD copy.
Do you?
That's the one I've had. That's the one I've had for like 20 years, or probably maybe not 20, but you get what I'm saying. For a long time, I've had this.
You got the slip?
No, I don't think it came with the slip. It's part of the
cool cover
Lucio Fulci collection.
Nice. It's the first edition.
Anchor Bay.
I know some people that like they'll even though they upgrade, they still keep their DVDs. The only way I do that is
you.
No, I don't. I only do that if there's features on the DVD.
Bro, you got 4 copies of one movie. 2 of them are DVD, 2 Blu-ray, 1 4K.
No. With
For me, it was always Evil Dead. I always had the most copies of Evil Dead.
I own
or Army of Darkness.
4 copies of Army of Darkness, and I have I think I have like 3 or 4 copies, 3 copies of Silver Bullet, and I think I have like 3 copies of Salem's Lot. So,
nice.
But they're because they're like my favorite movies of all time. So that shit like that is different. And I kept certain DVDs because they were the DVD. Like I have my VHS of Army of Darkness because that was the VHS that I watched with my grandpa growing up. My DVD, The Silver Bullet. I'd give you the other one I got, but you ain't getting the other one because that was the one me and my grandpa watched growing up. And then Salem's Lot. I'd give the Blu-ray before I'd give the DVD because I can go buy the fucking another $10 Blu-ray.
Word.
But it's more sentimental value than But yeah, I don't need it just for it's the special features is why I'll keep it. And most of the time they just put that on the Blu-ray. So yeah, so now we're on to the last but not least to me. Maybe to you guys, but I love this movie. House by the Cemetery. This one, the first 2, City and Beyond, they have more zombie. They're more like zombie movies, and this is more like a girl with like some psychonetic powers or something. I don't even know what the fuck she has.
But she's dead, bro.
She's dead, bro.
Is she?
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah. You're right
because she's what's her name's daughter or something, right? Like whatever the name of the house is,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Tip.
Yeah, but this movie is like a dead movie mixed with a monster movie, and I fucking love it, dude. I love this movie. I don't let that kid annoy me. I fucking love this movie, dude. I really do.
I really do. Fuck out of me, man.
Yeah, I don't know how the kid does not annoy you.
He does. Dude,
Mommy.
Oh
Mommy.
Well, you know what?
Mommy.
She gave me the skull.
I have a girlfriend.
Oh, Bob
Mommy.
is always bringing home this trash.
You know why I can get through it? Because I've
Bob?
seen The Shining.
Alistair.
I've seen both versions
Bob?
of The Shining.
Alistair.
Well, like I said, the reason why I can put it to the side, I can laugh at it, and it does annoy me at times, and I literally just laugh it off because it's terrible dubbing. It's not the kid, it's the dubbing. First off,
It
and
is.
because I've
It's
seen
the
The
kid
Shining,
too.
I've seen the TV and the Stanley Kubrick, and those fucking kids.
Oh my gosh! Here I gotta fucking hear about The Shining and the
The Mick Garris cut. The Garris cut of The Shining is so much better.
I've seen them both. I
Are
didn't
you
say
okay?
I said that the kid is annoying in both of them. The kid in the Mick Garris one might be even worse.
Of course.
All right. So, what did you think about this one, Jay Strick? Because I got more I'm gonna be talking about. I want to hear what you think first, though.
I liked it, man. Like I said, I'm a Fulci fan after watching all these. It's almost kind of slashery too at times, you know, with the essentially the guy in the basement, right? With all
Yeah.
these kills. I'm trying to think. I'm trying not to bring up the kid because my mind keeps going to the kid.
I told you.
Same library from Beyond. I don't know if you caught that, Dylan.
Huh?
It's the same library from the Beyond.
No, I don't think I caught that.
It's the same exact librry. I thought that was cool.
Now you say that, I do. I get it. I see it now.
I understand why this is his bit that he does on your show.
He might be really frozen.
He's not frozen, dude.
It takes
I don't know why I do it either, man. I don't know why. It's just like I come on to Dylan's show. It's just funny. Jelani, nobody does it like Jelani.
What up, Bearded?
Hey, Bearded Station.
If
If y'all like cooking and comics, check out Bearded Comics Bro Cooking Show.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, they just did the fucking Harley Quinn sandwich from Birds of Prey.
Oh, dude.
Who doesn't want to make that? I think
bro,
we
remember after we saw that, we talked about that. We're like, bro, we want that sandwich.
I made you watch all this Korean street food videos.
Yeah.
You're like, stop, bro. You're making me hungry. It's like 9:30.
I like the chick in this, the babysitter chick. She's like creepy as hell.
And
and the way that she gets got at the end, I'm like, bruh. So there's a lot of parts in this movie I like. I think I said it earlier. I think this is the weakest out of the three, but not by, well, I would say by much, but it's still a good movie. Like I would rewatch it and have it in rotation, especially if you're gonna do the whole trilogy. You got to watch it, right?
Yeah. No, you don't have to, but
No,
I definitely recommend it. I love this movie, dude.
I know you do. You're a big kid of kids and horror fan of kids and horror movies.
Oh, dude, it's a monster movie, man, and that's what I'm a huge fan of monsters.
It's a monster in the basement who comes out and performs acts as a slasher. It's a zombie meets a creature feature meets a fucking slasher film meets a haunted house film.
Yes.
It's all of it thrown together. It's the most disconnected out of the trilogy, though. It's only, I really think it only gets counted because it came out the next year and it has what's her name in it? Not Carolina, but I have to keep looking it up.
Catriona or whatever.
Catriona, yeah. And she's just, like I said, just does an amazing job in all of these films. So.
Yeah, I agree, man. She's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
But yeah, what'd you think of this one, Robbie? Because I guess Jay Strick's done talking about it.
This is to me the weakest of the three, and it's really only that way because when you view this as a trilogy and you compare the three, this is the one that feels the most disconnected, like I just said, right? It doesn't reference the gateway to hell. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. You can lead to the idea that it's somehow buried underneath it or something, right? But they don't go out of their way to explain it. Now, remember, Fulci never intended these to be a connected series of films. Okay,
Right.
so
Which they're really not. You know, they
I
just
really think it's because Catriona or whatever's in all three and they just
and
came
then
out
they,
subsequently. But
dude,
I like the film. I like what we just talked about. It is a haunted house, ghost story, creature feature, slasher, zombie film. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. It's got really great atmosphere. It literally is about a house by a cemetery. And they always do these shots at the cemetery of the house, and you can see the tombstones, the fog, the music by Fabio Frizzi. Once again,
It's really good.
I think he levels up
Oh,
yet again.
yes.
This
Yes.
stuff, because that organ comes in, like the score in this, which is way shorter of a score than the other two, but like incredibly effective. I still think The Beyond is the best composed score, but this one has the best theme out of all of them, because that organ in the beginning, like when the titles come up and they're showing the house,
Yeah.
creepy ass shit with the girl in the picture, and the picture changes so the trees over the movie is very effective. The problem is the dubbing on Bob.
Yeah.
The dubbing on Bob is ridiculously bad. It's so terrible. It's so terrible, man, right? For real. And it pulls you out of the movie, right? All these movies you can kind of make fun of and have fun with at times, except for The Beyond. I take that movie so fucking seriously. But House by the Cemetery has got some good bits. It's got some great kills. Yeah, most of the time in movies, when you see a decapitation, it's like clean.
Yeah.
This is like, this dude had to work at it. You know what I'm saying?
Like 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
It's great. That knife through the back of the skull, out the mouth in the beginning, that's fantastic. You know what I'm saying? So it's got some really great effects. It's got a great ending too, because the parents fucking die. Right? They get murdered. And then the kid dies too. We just don't see it because he goes along with May and I guess her mother or nanny or whatever the fuck it is, to the afterlife.
Yeah,
right?
The ghost world. Brutally murdered like the rest.
Yeah, right. So it's a terrifying scene at the end too. And I love the idea of being trapped in the tombstone. How stupid is it that woman gets her fucking ankles stuck in that tombstone? Right? But how creepy is it when she's like cleaning up in that house or whatever, and she sees that there's a fucking tomb in her fucking house.
Yeah.
Like, and then the husband, the dumbest shit. The husband's like, oh, in this area, by the way, this is in Boston. Okay. And he goes, oh, in this area of the town from this age, there are many houses that have tombs inside of them. Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be living there, bro.
Really? I grew up in a fucking Southern family that took pictures of their dead relatives in the caskets and displayed them in their houses. If they could, they would have had a tomb in their fucking house. And we don't do it here. They ain't doing it up there. That's a weird stretch, Fulci. But we'll forgive it because the movie's got a great score. It's got a really good story. It's a great melding of a bunch of horror tropes into something truly unique, visionary, but it just kind of gets knocked down a little bit because of Bob. What about Bob?
Hey, I take everything I said back about Bob. If she would have just fucking listened to Bob, they would all still be alive. He straight up said, we don't need to go there. The girl in the picture told me not to.
Yep. You're listening to Bob.
I'm just saying, bro.
Listen to Bob.
Bob
and I love how
insight. Bob
hashtag justice for Bob.
He's he's the one with the shining, right?
Yo, I was waiting to say this because I didn't want to spoil it. This is my favorite of the three.
Shut up.
I'm not joking.
I think you definitely need to do a rewatch then.
I rewatched The Beyond right before this, bro.
You need to rewatch House, bro, because I watched House twice and I loved it a lot more on the second time this week. And I've seen it before.
I don't rewatch movies. I usually get the movie in one get go.
Wait. What are you saying? I feel like you don't agree with me, but then you just said watch House twice and you loved it even more.
Yeah, that's what I agree with you. The House is good. Better than I thought it. When I watched House by the Cemetery earlier,
I said it was good too.
I thought it was supremely weak. But when I rewatched it yesterday, I thought it was much stronger because it does have an exceptional score. It's got some of the best kills in all three of these films. It's very stylized, but the performances are weaker. It's not just about Bob. It's not just about Bob, which trust me, if
Yeah,
y'all have,
the whole
I want
family.
to hear what the chat has to say. If y'all have watched House by the Cemetery,
I
is
didn't
Bob
know.
not the most annoying fucking shitty little fucking kid in any
Yeah.
of these fucking movies? Like
Fuck.
Jesus.
I need the chat to tell me what their rating for Was the Beyond, dude. I feel so bad. What
You
I
already
didn't
did. You like
No,
showed him
no.
on the screen.
No, if not for the Beyond, that was our ratings, bro.
Right, you need
I
to
didn't ask them what they
Are y'all
rated
okay?
Beyond for. So you can rate that because we
Y'all
haven't,
need
even
to get the show together.
we haven't even given the house its rating. But yeah, 4 or 5 from Ben Affleck.
Still here.
But I'm telling you, bro.
It's just really funny that when TM Nerdy disappears, Ben Affleck shows up, and when Ben Affleck disappears, Backlog Bros shows up. It's really interesting.
The House, man, is just fucking fun. It's the funnest for me, man. I love monster movies, man. I love like this creature feature. I love this haunted house vibe. I love this creature under the house, in the basement. Like
almost
I
a little
just
like
love everything about that, man.
It's almost a little like the plot, just a little smidgen of the
I'm
plot.
not
The
saying-
Vault
I think
comic,
the
right?
Beyond is a better story. I
It's a
think the
comic.
Beyond has better characters, but as a movie that I would go back and rewatch, I would rewatch House a little bit more than the Beyond, just a little bit more. But the thing is, I would rewatch all three of these.
I think a lot of people feel that because the Beyond has the cult status,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
people really highly esteem this movie.
And I don't hear a lot of people give this one as much praise. I know my buddy Christian Hannah Horror loves this. He said this is his favorite Fulci, but that was a year ago. He told me on our stream that the Beyond is his favorite because he's actually from St. Louis. Is that where it was based in?
I thought you were about to say Italy.
No. He's wherever the Beyond takes place. That's where he's from. So I think that's
The Beyond is in Louisiana.
Louisiana. That's where he's from. Sorry, I knew it was something Louis, but
just like your beloved Hatchet franchise.
You know, we did our top 10 creature feature movies, man. And yeah, I love Wolf, man. I love just creature movies. I love slashers. This is like, Haunted House, man. This is like all that shit bunched into one, man. And I love it, man. It's awesome. It's just so much fun.
Well, what I was saying was,
you take Bob out, bro. This might pass up.
Just redub him. Let's just redub him.
That's all you have to do is redub him.
You just cut him out of the movie.
I don't let the Bob shit really fuck with me on the movie. Because that will ruin them. Too many people will let that ruin the movie for them. And second, if you watch Italian films, you better get used to some shitty dubbing because it's just gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get a little numb.
Dude, I have seen the shittiest of dubs in Italian horror films, and the Bob is the worst, bro. I feel like they got a goddamn 18-year-old to fucking play Bob in the dub. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. It's like, Mommy, that's my girlfriend over there. She gave me this doll. Oh, Bob's always bringing home this trash. It is definitely, though, a Fulci movie that a lot of people can have a lot of fun with.
I think you're wrong on that, bro. Look, Backlog Bro just said,
right. This motherfucker. Who knows who it is? I don't even give a shit at this point. You know, y'all have the Backlog Bros. Y'all don't want me to be a part of it. That's fine. I'm not going to get mad.
And he was the bomb in Justice League, the Snyder Cut.
Bruh.
And you know what? He was the bomb in Batman v Superman. What is it? The warehouse.
You talking about that asshole from Fashionable Mail?
Fuck is Fashionable Mail?
Bruh.
It's a Mallrats reference,
bruh. Okay. See, I'm like, dude, I never seen.
Gotta get that arrow.
Yeah, we gotta get the arrow of Mallrats.
Did you get it? I want to get it really bad.
I want the slip.
Yeah, I want to get the. I don't think there is a slip. Maybe. I don't think there is though.
I want the Kevin Feige
cut. Especially.
Have you seen the Argento cut of Mallrats? It's not as
good. I heard it's really good though. I heard the Goblin score is phenomenal.
No, Goblin didn't score it. It was
Shut up, Goblin scored it.
Keith Emerson.
Nah, it was Lance Rocket.
No, it was Flash Gordon.
That's Anyway, let's go on. What are we doing?
All right.
Phenomenal.
What what did you think about House, J Strick? Did I ask you that already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I let off.
Robbie, it's your turn then.
No, we all talked about it.
We all talked about it, bro.
Then I talked about it. But I love this movie, man. What did you think about the creature though in this?
I liked it. It was a bit.
I'm trying to defend myself so bad.
There's no
But
connection. There's no connection to me about this creature to anything in the movie. It's hard to like put it together almost, right? Like he just comes out of nowhere. It's just this dude's down there. No, I like it though.
But they set it up though, right?
They set it up, but
yeah, it's the guy that they're talking about in the movie, right? That he like disappeared.
Is it the dude that killed himself?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh, I missed that. I watched that shit twice this week. I missed that.
That he's researching like in the library when he goes back to the library. Yeah, that's the guy.
Him?
Yeah.
He would also say that you wouldn't know. They'd be like, "How the fuck is he still alive?" And they're like, "Well, he has to feed on humans. So that's how he replenishes himself." Right. Like he says it so quick. Like as they're running in the house, he tells his wife it. And I was like, "Wait, what?" So I had to pull back in. I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't get it, but okay." But I still.
Italian horror. It doesn't have to make sense.
The creature is fucking creepy as hell.
He looks really good.
That when he grabs one of the kids or the husband or whatever, you can kind of on the hand, you see a close of the hand, you can kind of see it little through the gloves. But I love it, man. And
his husband, by the way, can we not before we get to the ratings? Can we talk about the bat scene?
Yes, dude. We said that at the same time. We said that at the same time. Station, bro. The fucking bat. We could, if we're gonna talk about spiders, we gotta talk about the bat.
The bat scene's way better than the spider scene. The bat scene throws me into hysterics, bro.
Dude, for real, because bats scare the fuck out of me, bro. I told you that movie Bats with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah,
used to tweak me out, and that's because I hate bats, bro. But dude, oh my god. As it's stuck on his fucking hand, and it's like all over his wife, and he's just standing there for a minute, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna just grab it," and that fucker latches onto him, and he has like stabs it, and oh my god, and then the blood.
It's like 5 minutes of him like trying to get the bat off him, and his wife just screaming bloody murder.
But there is a missed opportunity. He should have been cutting right into his hand the entire time he was doing that, because he was doing it with force. You know what I'm saying? But that was the bad fucking hell. It makes me think of that scene in Phantasm when the finger turns into that giant fly or whatever, right? And it just keeps coming back, and it's just like nonstop. It's like a whole fucking Abbott and Costello bit almost, man. No, more like Jerry Lewis, very physical.
I think we lost a couple people doing that. Yeah. No, did you read that from Kentucky? I think the score in this is really good. I think the set design is another. The house is very creepy, and then just that shot design where they're trying to get out and a little crack or whatever. I think this movie is really, really good. All three of these movies are phenomenal.
You get us out of this house right now. And I love how the fucking travel agent or whatever, like just the real estate agent just totally like just ghosts that fucking woman every time she's trying to like say what's up to her. She's just like
her ass gets got.
She does, because she gets her dumb ass stuck in that tombstone, man.
Dude, what about the girl who turns those mannequins into real people? Which there is a movie called Mannequin with the girl from
Sex in the City.
Big Trouble Little China.
Yeah.
You're on the nose tonight. What about the bats from Bats?
Dude, Mannequin is one of my favorite fucking movies, man.
Bro, calm down.
I used to watch that with my mom.
Mannequin 2. Mannequin 2's got the kid from Herman's Head in it. The guy from Fright Night.
I didn't know there was
got Anakin?
Oh, fuck you, man. Juwanna Man's in Mannequin as well.
I want to get the Blu-ray because you can't get it on Amazon, so I plan on getting the Blu-ray because that was one me and my mom used to watch, bro. That's a fun one.
Could you imagine Mannequin as a horror film?
Dude, that's
directed by Fulci in 1981.
That's right. When I saw what the girl did with the mannequins, that's where and brought them to life, and they're looking in the eyes, and then they're switching from the mannequin's eyes to hers, basically putting it that she's the mannequin brought to life.
I think it's like that, or it's a vision. It's a vision of what's going to happen, right?
Maybe because she smelled like she like breaks the mannequin when she's looking, and then it's like broken. You know what I mean? Or that's the vision of because that she dies. You know, in the future. You know, there's I don't know, but whatever it is, I think this movie's great. She is a little bitch though to Katrina or whatever. You know, when she's trying to talk to her, she's just like. I was gonna go on it for a minute or two, but yeah, man.
You can't hustle a hustler, man.
I wasn't trying to hustle you, but I was just trying to pull what she did. Just give you the stare. Oh man, but yeah, I think this movie's great, man. You know, Fulci is the man. So what do we give this out of 5? I thought you literally froze for a second. It glitched when you did the hand thing, but not that time. It glitched. So
it did have a glitch to it. It was really funny because you were kind of like blurred for a second.
What do you give this out of 5 slips, Jay Strick?
I'm giving it 4 slip dog covers. I really had a good old time with the four slips for the house by the cemetery. I thought the score was good. I liked the monster at the end. Bob was trash. Some cool kills with the 3-minute getting your freaking throat cut was brutal. So yeah, we didn't really talk about that. So yeah,
and that's in the intro too. So
yeah,
for tonight.
Yeah, you're just like, bruh, like how long is this gonna last?
I love the beginning kill too. The bat. Oh god.
Oh yeah, I know, man. Yeah, four slips.
It doesn't have a bad kill. It really doesn't.
No, it does not.
Look at him. Look at him.
And you in the chat.
He is freezing.
I'm not freezing. I'm doing the bit.
No, you froze, man.
No, I didn't, bro.
No, you did, man.
No, you don't know.
No, you're freezing right.
You in the chat.
You're freezing right now, bro.
House by the cemetery. What do you give this out of 5? You digs. 5 slips, 5 hummers, 5 back bros. What do you give it? And if you've seen the Beyond, you could put the Beyond, your rating, and then House by the Cemetery and your rating. And I'm so sorry again for fucking up and forgetting to ask y'all about that. But Robbie, what do you give this out of 5?
They say 1 for the road and 2 for the shows, 3 for your homies, and 4 for the roads. So I'm gonna give it 4. 4 you digs. 4 slips. But
4 lenticular slips.
No, they're 4 regular ass slips that you can get easily. Okay. It's the weakest of the 3 to me, but it does have some of the best kills because it's very consistent with the kills. It's got amazing music, not quite as good as 2, but I mean, all 3 films have amazing scores. Fabio Frizzi is an amazing artist, and we need to pay more attention to him when we talk about the greatest composers in horror cinema. So I'll give it a 4 because it's way better the more you get into it. This was always out of the 3, the one I watched the least. Bob is the worst, okay? But the lenticular cover and the badass Blu-ray pumps it back up to a 4. I initially thought of a 3.5, but having watched it twice within a week, I'll bump it up to a 4 because it's got that aesthetic. It's got that moody atmosphere. It's got the music. Everything is there. I love the amalgamation of all these different horror tropes. It's hard to peg this down as a particular type of subgenre of the horror genre. But I like it. I like it a lot. It's the weakest to me. I would go Beyond, City, House, but still 4 you digs right there. So.
All right. Well,
City,
dude, I'm gonna tell you, man. Out of the 3, this is my favorite. I'm not gonna give it a 5 because
We
I
all
can't.
three have a different favorite, by the way, which I think is really fucking dope. My
That's
favorite's
it.
Beyond, his is City, and yours is House. That's dope
I
as
love
fuck.
it, dude. That is. I love that we all have our own
It's a
taste.
balanced panel.
That's what's great about this.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The but yeah, man.
He keeps doing the bit. It's great because he doesn't even mean to.
I think this movie, the amalgamations of everything coming together, just makes this so awesome, man. And it might even be my favorite Fulci film for real. It's tough because Zombie's so great too, but I just love a monster movie, man. And that's what you don't get many like a lot of the Italian horror. It's like giallo and zombie stuff, and you don't get a lot of like monster movies, so I really praise this just for like throwing all this stuff together and it actually working, because without Bob, if Bob wasn't in this, I'd give it probably a 5, bro, for reals. And
just give it a 5, man.
No, I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. It's cool. That's what I'm rating it, and I agree with that.
He's a critic.
So you gave it 4 5s across the board.
Well, because I'm not gonna because you can't get past that shitty ass dubbing. It's not a perfect film,
Because it's no Lost Boys, right?
But yeah, man, I really like this film a lot, man. I love all 3 of them, to be honest, man. And I was so glad to be able to
I did too.
With you guys, man, because I know this was one when I was telling Robbie, I was like, Gates of Hell, bro, we gotta do them, and because you're always talking about Italian, I was like, let's start it off with Gates of Hell, man. So we'll be doing a lot more Italian in the future. I hope to get Bob from Everything Comics to come and do a little Italian horror. I want to pick.
Did you think Bob can handle a Dylan's horror show?
I think he can.
Me too. Me too, bro.
Yeah, that's my.
Bob, Alistair.
Hey, we'll
Did
find
he say
out.
making fuck?
Bob is probably his favorite character. Yeah, so we'll get this. You guys, Robbie with a 4, Jay Strick with a 4, and me with a 4.5. Round that out to 4.69, dude. So we'll go back. City of the Living Dead. Jay Strick gave it a 4.5. Robbie gave it a 4. I gave it a 4, and that would be Jay Strick's favorite of the 3 Gates of Hell films. From the Beyond, Jay Strick gave it a 4.5. Robbie gave it a 5, and I gave it a 4.5, and that would be Robbie's favorite film of the 3 Gates of Hell.
Buongiorno.
House by the Cemetery. Jay Strick gave it a 4, as I said. Robbie gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.5, and that is my favorite of the 3. And that wraps up the Gates of Hell trilogy review. Spoilers, obviously. And dude, thanks everyone for hanging out. That was awesome. We're gonna do a little show and tell, and then we'll wrap it up. You got anything you want to show off, Jay?
Yeah, give me a sec.
All right, we'll go Robbie first then.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
I actually didn't even have nothing ready for real, but I got some stuff right here. I'll show. Oh, let me blow you up.
Got the Clown 2 from Spawn. Showed this off last night, but there it is. Spawn's kind of horror, right? And then speaking of Spawn, there's Spawn 2. Dope ass figure. I'm going to be opening these up soon. I got an issue of Scream magazine. It's an older one, but it's the one that kept coming damaged. And I finally got a good copy of it, but I think it's issue 64. But it's got the Ginger Snap stuff in it, right? So
nice.
Always cool to show one of those off.
Oh yeah, I got that at my shop. I'm debating on grabbing it.
Nice.
Should get it, man.
There's my City of the Living Dead.
Nice. It's classic.
There's the glow-in-the-dark Beyond.
Also classic.
And there's the lenticular 3-disc House by the Cemetery. Okay, so that's cool. since we already talked about it, but last night we talked about Event Horizon. So I got the Event Horizon Screen Factory with the slip.
Yo.
Super cool. Just got these in this week. There's In Search of Darkness.
Nice.
Beautiful documentary series. I think that's on Shudder if you've never seen it. And
the first one.
Part 2, got the slip, bruh. Really good.
Yo.
This is amazing. They talk about a lot of Italian horror there.
I know, I was bummed that they didn't put a slip for the first one.
I know, right? So Dylan pointed me to a website in which I could get some steel books. Pretty cool, right? So I got the steel book. These were all for the the Day of the Dead theme that they did a couple years ago. But there's Carrie. These all have the same features the regular Blu-rays have. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That's the dopest one, man.
Dude, it was a pain in the ass to get the Blu-ray out of that Killer Clowns. Like, I almost thought I was going to snap it in half.
Oh, nice. I didn't know they did one for that.
Yeah, Return of the Living Dead. All of those
you got to get that.
All of those were it's already sold out at Hamilton.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, bro.
All right.
One's been so hard to get.
Also, I did get Trick or Treat.
Nice.
Right? Scream Factory edition. And I did get the slip, Dylan. Look at that slip.
I see. Damn.
There's something in here. There's something in here. What's in here?
Yo!
Look at that, bruh.
How'd you get it?
I fucking bought it. So I kept my eye. Yeah, I got Army of Darkness, bruh. The Scream Factory. I got it for a pretty decent price, but too much. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
40?
Something like that. But
I was looking at one.
I got it. I got it, and I'm glad I got it because this is like just like Dolls or From Beyond or Return of the Living Dead or any of these Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3 double feature.
Yeah.
If you don't get them when they're out and they start going up, they keep going up. It's like a Silver Age fucking comic. This is like a Hulk 181, and I'm glad I got it.
You might have to message Scream Factory to send you a replacement disc for the International. I heard that. I was looking and I messaged them. They're gonna send me one. I wasn't 100% if it is, but there's a blog and it shows you all the ones that have possible defects. And I just told all you gotta do is just show them your proof of purchase, and they'll send it for free. So I'm having them send me that.
But that's my show and tell. I just wanted to surprise you.
You got me on that because you were even like, I wonder if I should get it because I don't the slipcover because I don't even have the fucking movie. That's awesome. I got a surprise for you too. Go ahead, go first, Jay Strick.
Well, we read comic books here still, so I got this week. Creepshow comic book. Haven't read it yet. I did watch the movie though that I recently purchased, and yes, it has a slipcover.
Yeah, dude, that's a great slipcover.
Nice. I want that. I don't have that, man.
You see the reverse cover?
Yeah, it's sick, bro.
Yeah, it's that comic book cover you got.
Yeah.
I like the black. I like the main cover, to be honest. If that cover was like on the box set, I would use that, but I like that. It's a little darker too because I had the DVD, and I like that. I like the creep show or the creep in the booth.
Yeah, it's dope. I picked up the Blob, the remake.
Nice.
I have a personal story with that one. It's not very good, but it's good. You know what I mean?
What?
I said it's good, but it's not good. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Okay, Dylan.
That movie's awesome.
It's like The Wrong Turns. They're not good movies, but they're good.
Wait, what?
Oh my God, Dylan!
Do not ever put those two together. Do not ever put those two together.
Dylan.
Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. I love you, Strick, but I'm saying like you just said that.
Oh my God. All right, we'll talk off screen.
You watched it though, right?
Yeah. Dude, I love it. I'm saying like
those effects are crazy.
All right. I have not watched this yet, but I'm very excited to because we've been watching these John Carpenter movies for March Madness. And I realized I have a lot of John Carpenter movies now. But I got the 4K They Live with the slip. Yeah, son.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy.
excited to watch this.
Nice.
Dude, it's gonna the Prince of Darkness 4K is freaking beautiful, man.
Did you get it?
I got the Prince of Darkness 4K. I don't have the They Live. I got the regular They Live. I'm thinking about getting the 4K though, honestly.
Gotta do it, man.
I
You got the
might.
TV. Oh my gosh.
Jelanie's at your neck.
Jeez. You guys are crazy.
You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are fucking crazy.
Bro, I got Silver Bullet, but there was no freaking slip. Makes me
Really?
salty. Makes me salty.
What are you gonna do?
What are you
I was
gonna do?
surprised. Came
That
out
was like that. That was like the one I was telling you earlier when they advertise it with the slip and then it doesn't come with the slip.
I know.
That's Silver Bullet.
Yep, I hate that, dude. It annoys me. But yeah. So yeah, I'll show you a couple things I got. Speaking of some Italian, I got Demons 2. I gotta get
Nice.
Demons. I kept
Argento.
screwing up, man. And it was like $13.99 for Demons 1, but now it's like a little bit more, and I'm waiting for it to go back down. But this one has been really hard to find for some reason, so I got this for like $12 on Mercari. So, and I really like this one a lot, so I wanted to get this before it was like $30 or something. Because of my man Robbie, I got the Zack Snyder.
It's a slip.
Dawn of the Dead with the slip.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah, I love that cover too.
That
The
is a very
slip's
cool
okay.
cover.
The slip's okay. But I love that cover. That's an awesome cover. I'm trying to think. I feel like the slip reminds me of another like cover that I've seen before. It kind of I think the guy who did the art on this did some art on like the Prince of Darkness Steelbook or something. Because there's some art that is reminiscent of that. And me and Robbie just decided I think it's April 14th. So next week we're doing next week's show, top 10 underrated horror films that we feel don't get the love they deserve. So that'll be next week's show. And I gotta see the calendar. But April, I think it's 14th. We're doing because we gotta figure out a show for in between. But so we got April 3rd. That's April 3rd. Top 10 underrated. April 17th, we're doing the Chucky franchise. Jay Strick, you trying to hang?
It's a lot of Chucky movies for a
Dude, chill out. These
There's
movies
7 of them?
Yeah, and we might do the remake. I don't know if Robbie wants to do the remake, but
Yeah, let's do it, man. If we're doing it, we're doing them all, motherfucker.
Were they not on Hulu? Because when they were on there for me.
They were on Hulu if I had a Showtime subscription.
That's what I was wondering.
I got them coming. Don't worry about it. I got my man on it.
Cool. I also got
nice. That's the one to get, man. That's the one to get.
With the slip.
Yeah, there's 2 discs. This is a 2 disc set. This is out of print as well.
Two
I
discs.
got it. Yeah, 2 disc set. I got it for real. I got it really cheap though. But this also needs.
Did you pay like 40 for it?
No, 22.
22, huh? That's interesting.
With the slip. Dude, you can't get it. I told Jay Strick I found him one for 30 with the slip on Mercari. But
what the fuck's Mercari?
It's an app, bro, where people sell
that
shit.
link I sent you like 5 times, and you'll get a $10 off coupon if you use my link.
I don't do apps.
How do you buy off any? How do you get off?
I'm just being Robbie. It's a bit, man.
I know.
Well, I got a new phone, man. I got a new phone. I do apps now.
Oh, okay.
I got Mercari. I was looking at it. It's interesting.
Whole second disc, 2 discs worth of special features, so that's awesome. And what else? Oh, yeah, dude. So
yeah, dude. Bad news, boss.
did I tell you I got this?
Yo,
I showed that. I showed you I had this, but I got this a while ago.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You got the slip,
Nah.
bro.
You know I had to get the slip.
How'd you get the slip?
I bought another one.
Oh my god.
I think I bought
This
it
is the
around
dude is like, I wouldn't pay $15 for a slip.
Pan to me real quick.
I bought it and I sent it right back.
I got the slip too.
Hey.
We're slip bros.
Hell yeah.
Slip bros.
Dude, I had to have it for this one. I had to have it for
Everybody
this one.
throw up those slips.
Everybody in the club gets
Slip,
slippy.
slipping
Hey,
everywhere.
slip,
Yo, we
slip.
slip. Yo, slipping
Yeah.
with Dylan. Slip with
with
Dylan.
Dylan.
Slipping with Dylan. Yeah, we slipping with Dylan.
We paying too much for slips, and my name is freaking Dylan.
I didn't pay extra for the slip. I got a cheat because it was like a buy 2-1 and I had a coupon.
Oh, last thing I want to show off. Yeah, I've been showing it all week, but I gotta give this movie support, man. Anybody in the community hasn't seen The Empty Man,
God, this
go to
again.
Amazon. You could rent the 4K, or you could buy the 4K version for $10. Or if you have to own it on physical, you could get the DVD for $4. And not to rent it, you own the DVD on. Go to Redbox. I know it comes in this shitty ass case. I'm gonna try to make my own.
You own any Redbox DVD you don't return.
No, they'll charge the shit.
You can actually buy them now, right?
Yeah, you can buy them. That's why. But dude, so if you're a fan of the movie Seven by David Fincher, I'm telling you, this movie is worth the shot, bro. It's a cool monster movie flick with like cults and a detective trying to find this girl, and it's based off a graphic novel. For all you comic book fans, for all you indie fans, for all you Boom Studio fans, this is a Boom Studio production.
Oh, cool.
Ross Ritchie was a PGA on this. So, dude, this movie really, because the trailer, do not watch the trailer. You don't have to. The trailer will make this movie look fucking terrible. But this movie is really good. I really recommend it, man.
Can you tell them to put out a fucking Blu-ray version?
Dude, right? That's the thing. There is no the reason why you'll be like, why the fuck are you telling me about Redbox? I'll go rent it or whatever. You cannot get this on physical media any other way than if you go buy it for $4 at Redbox. So I bought it before. You can't even get it at Redbox. And if they do a Blu-ray release one day, I'll get it. But I wanted to get it just in case they don't, because this movie could go with COVID and it being a Fox movie and Disney owning, they could just say, fuck it, who cares? We don't, and let it swipe under the rug. But, if not, whatever. But I'm just glad to own it. The DVD is not too bad. I wish there was some good special features, but there's not. But I highly recommend y'all checking that film out. The guy who directed The Empty Man, he worked like side by side with David Fincher when he was making Fight Club 7, all these movies, and he was
the best. He was the best at getting coffee.
He was doing the special features on all the Blu-rays. So this guy was the reason we loved special features back in the day is because of guys like him. He was
Fight Club was annoying. Remember that? You had to have to search through to find. I'm just fucking weird stretching.
Bro, the special features on the Hatchet movies, Dylan.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Right, I told you they make the movie even better. Yeah, Chucky with the slip.
I didn't mean to hurt Robbie's feelings. My bad. Look at Robbie. Look.
I actually got 7 too. But yeah.
Puppy.
Yeah, so dude, that's
Danielle Harris is a dime.
Thanks everyone. Appreciate everyone coming. Taki, Fable, as always, my brother. Missing Link.
Backlog Bros Station.
My man Eric, the Backlog Bros. We got my man Travis. Go check out TM Nerdy if you haven't. Brand new.
Go check out Ben Affleck's movies.
Fire shit. Go check out
Phantom Joe
movies. Don't listen to Delaney. Ben Affleck was the bomb in Phantom Joe.
He's the bomb in Batman versus Superman. Dawn of Justice. Ultimate cut.
Shout out Mike Z. Shout out my man Mike for always fucking giving us Kelly fire thumbnails and just being one of the coolest dudes I know. And Army of Darkness for life, baby, no doubt. Shout out Bobby. Fucking who else is up in here? I know there's a lot of good people in here, the entire chat. I didn't really shout them out at all, but clicking on your comment is shouting you out. Jay Strick was in the chat too. That's a good guy right there.
Who's that?
All right. Bearded Comic Bro made an appearance. Yeah, so thanks everyone for hanging out. If I missed you, sorry. It's just because your name is up high as hell, but I think I got basically everyone. Cause
We're so
and
wasted.
Jamie, and
We're
shout
so
out
wasted.
Jamie. We're so wasted. Shout out Jamie and enjoy your
Station
Region
Jamie.
Free player. Shout out that awesome Region Free player. I'm jealous as hell. I want to get me one eventually. But yeah, dude, I'll see you guys next week for top 10 underrated horror films we feel don't get the love they deserve. Metal. Didn't even...